Hi, Andrea Robinson here with you guys this afternoon, and I want to speak to you about the gift of being empathetic, the gift of empathy. I am an empath, and with that gift comes many challenges, great responsibility, a lot of joy, and some pitfalls. I would like to help all of you empaths out there avoid some of the pitfalls I've encountered by bringing them to your attention. As empaths, we feel deeply for others. We feel deeply for this planet. So deeply that we literally can feel oftentimes the emotions of someone else. So the number one pitfall is we compromise our emotional integrity. Let me say that again. We compromise our emotional integrity. We don't do this consciously. We have that line in the sand becoming very blurred because we're feeling so deeply the feelings of another person. So it's very important for us to become conscious of what our feeling about a situation, an event is, versus the person that we are trying to help or the person that we are trying to assist in that particular challenge or struggle. And empaths tend to record internally the behavioral patterns of other people. We do this because we are studying, and we're hardwired to study this, that which helps make others happy and live a more abundant life. We are hardwired to do this. But what happens, number two pitfall, is we have the lines become blurred again as to what brings us pleasure, what is our purpose on this planet, versus that which brings someone else pleasure and that purpose that they have to live out and fulfill. So we have another blurred line in the sand. And this can result often with us feeling depressed, lethargic, out of sync with our own life. So it's very, very important for us to take mental note, once again, as to that which belongs to someone else versus that which belongs to us. And empaths tend to want to run to the rescue. We want to be the first responders on the scene in times of crises and celebration. But the number three pitfall, what can happen to us, is we neglect our own needs in our efforts to want to help someone else with their need. I recall buying groceries for a family at a time when my funds were very low, and I was certain that God would provide for me. But He held back, and He provided me with a life lesson. He was teaching me by holding back a bit that, like in the airplane, the illustration, when they tell you to put your oxygen mask on first before you help your child or an elderly person beside you. And there's a very good reason. When we become so depleted in our physical needs and our resources, we have nothing to give back out. It's an exchange of energy. So empaths need to be aware that we have to fill our well back up in order to give out. It's a currency. Currency is a flow. And empathics tend to lose sight of that. So how do we empaths go about achieving and maintaining that delicate balance? For me, it starts when I remind myself that my resources, my energy, my time, my talents, my gifts are a part of a flow. And that flow is a part of currency. And that I cannot give from an empty well. So as I fill up, I'm able to give out better and then fill up again. Again, the currency exchange. And also, it's very important for us empaths to remind ourselves that we are no more, yet no less important than any other living thing on this planet. Then we can become empathic to ourselves. We can feel for us. And when we do that, we learn better how to feel and be compassionate and kind to our fellow human being. This concept can be very simplistic by design, but it can be very difficult to execute. So be patient and kind to yourself on the journey. And remember, the more you value yourself and your purpose for being here, the better you can value someone else's purpose and their reason for being here. And you will be the empath that you were meant to be. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, may God bless you.